Thing you may think to do when you're stranded in the wilderness in the winter is to call for help, try to fix the possible problems, or even try to take off on foot. Well, attempting these things may cause more problems than solutions. I've been snowmobiling my entire life, and I've gone to the mountains in Idaho since I was in 7th grade. So we have had to make sure we are prepared for bad scenarios like being stranded or lost. Most, if not all, of you in here drive a vehicle, and some of you may even drive snowmobile like me, and it is very important to know when to keep warm when stranded in the winter. I am here to making this video to teach you on how to start a fire in the winter. I'll be going over why is it important when stranded, supplies necessary, and how to make the fire. When you find yourself stranded in the wilderness, it can leave you panicked. The first thing you may think to do is to take off on foot, call out for help, or fix the problem at hand. Well, this can lead to many more problems than solutions. So, what should you do when you're stranded? Well, you should start a fire. It can give your body heat, which is obviously the most important benefit, but it can also help you purify water, and it can also help create a signal for those trying to find you. So before you go out, make sure you have the supplies necessary to start a fire. So you may be asking, what do you need to start a fire? Well, supplies vary, but I have some of the most simple supplies you can need when you're stranded out with a vehicle. Matches, a small handsaw, and a tampon. Now that you have all the supplies necessary, I will show you how to start a fire. Step 1, gather small sticks and shrubbery. Place them down and make yourself a nice dry spot to create a fire. Keep gathering sticks, making sure that no snow is interrupting the fire. Take a piece of map or paper and lay it down on this dry area. This will help you start the fire later once you have your fuel. Make sure it doesn't blow away. Now grab your tampon, unwrap it, and go over to your snowmobile or vehicle. I'm taking my side panel off here to access the oil. Open your oil and gas cap. Now dip your tampon in the gas. This will be fuel for your flame. Now dip your tampon in the oil. I'm doing this because it will create a protective layer over the gas so I don't have to worry about the tampon combusting once the flame reaches it. Place your tampon in the sheet and fold it over. Now grab more sticks and bigger sticks to cover up the folded piece of paper with a tampon in it. Grab your matches. Now try to start the fire. Eventually end up giving your dad the matches because you can't get it started and you don't want to run out of matches. Now that your fire is started, go and grab bigger sticks to keep the fuel for the flame. Grab some bigger sticks to keep the fire going. Make sure they're dried off and have no snow on them as well. I'm grabbing my hacksaw here and I'm going to cut a big piece of the branch down that I couldn't break off by myself. now you have yourself a nice warm fire. I'm going to use it to warm up my hands and my gloves before I go. My goal was to show you an easy made fire for when you may find yourself in a stranded situation. I've gone through why it's important firstly to start a fire when stranded, supplies you need, and steps in starting a fire. So, when you're stuck in a life or death situation, make sure you make the right move to keep warm and alive and start a fire.